This is Joyce versus Zhang, the rematch. This is a fight that I thought Joyce could pull out. Now, Joyce starts off while moving to Zhang's right side. The good thing, the why I recommend, that's what I thought he would do in this fight, that I thought that he could take advantage of, is it doesn't allow Zhang to set the leg, right? So he can't just let go that big left hand. You're not just standing in front of it. He's got to constantly move. So it takes away a little speed off of it, right? It takes a little bit of him being set to throw the punch. Now, this was effective early in the fight. But the problem is if you notice right here, Joyce isn't covering ground. He's just kind of staying at the same distance, right? He's moving, he's taking away the left hand, but he's not covering ground. He's actually getting further away at points. What he needed to do was turn him, but cover the ground, right? Because you're not going to win this fight going backwards. You're not going to win this fight at distance, at the mid range or long range. That's going to favor Zhang because he's heavy-handed. He has good speed for his size, and he has he's explosive and he's pinpoint. He's loose with his shots. And Joyce is slow and he doesn't have any movement, right? So being at distance and just being a target like that is not going to benefit him. He's not going to land any offense there, and it's going to favor Zhang. So Zhang really has nothing to worry about because as he's turning him, he's not putting himself in a threatening position as he turns up. He's just being defensive with the turn. So Zhang could just literally stand there and turn and watch him, and he'll adjust as the fight goes on because there's nothing here threatening happening, nothing forcing Zhang to work or nothing forcing Zhang to adjust. So now Zhang could just think about it, just do this, find what shots are going to work at this distance, and then as the fight goes on, he'll adjust. He'll begin to make those adjustments to get effective, but nothing threatening is happening to him. Similar to in the second round is Joyce just turning. Right now, he's starting to get the left hand going a little bit more, and he's trying to cover ground a little bit more. Now, what you notice is Zhang notices, hey, I'm faster than him, and Zhang is faster than Joyce. He's faster than what you would assume him as a heavyweight, right? Him being that size and just his build, you would not assume that he's this shifty with his movement, but he is. And he starts realizing that he could just turn faster than Joyce is. And because Joyce isn't covering any range, he could turn while Joyce is turning, right? So they're both turning together. So that just ends up keeping Joyce right in front of him. So he preemptively is turning before Joyce does. So he doesn't allow Joyce to get around his hand. So now he takes a step back and turns. Look, he's right in range, right? What Zhang does is, look, he takes a step back and turns, and then Joyce is right in range. He's turning with Joyce and before Joyce. So Joyce is just staying right in front of him as they move. Notice two body shots, right? Look where his right hand is as he throws that. He is seeing how Joyce is blocking because Joyce's guard is kind of like almost like a little like Philly shallowish, right? Like he's getting a little creative with it. And look where his hand is. Look where the left hand drops. As he goes to the body, look what's blocking the body shot. With the straight left. See? There. See right there. He reads that. Zhang reads that. That's for later. He's going to use that for later. Because that's what's going to set up the KO shot. Joyce is never putting himself in a threatening position. So Zhang has nothing to worry about. So he can just figure out how am I going to hit him. That's all he has to figure out is how am I going to hit him. Because nothing's coming at me. So Joyce is there. Now look at Joyce. Look at Zhang. Zhang moves to Joyce's left preemptively. Not waiting for Joyce to move anymore. He takes a position. Now Joyce is stuck. He goes the wrong way. Now he's going the way he doesn't want. He has to get around the other way, but Zhang's already waiting for him. So Zhang's waiting for him. Boom. There. Gets him stuck because he preemptively moved. But the problem is with Joyce is he's slow. Right? He's slow-footed, slow hands. And if you're going to move like that, it has to be to cover ground. You have to be threatening Zhang. You can't just move around him because you're just a heavy bag at that point. You're not anything, no punches are coming. So once again, let's pull this back a little bit. It's just look at what Zhang does. Zhang just preemptively starts taking ground. See, he starts taking ground around that front foot. Then he gets Joyce going where he doesn't want to go, the position he doesn't want to go towards the left hand. Now Joyce starts turning, but it's too late. Zhang has a position, and boom, he lands a shot. Now look at Joyce is flustered because he landed some big shots. Nothing threatening. Zhang is not threatened at all in this positioning. And now he could take a step back and make him pay. If you notice when Zhang throws this left hand, he sees how Joyce falls back to defend it and he's off balance and he cannot attack. See, you see that? He knows he's stuck and he can't attack from that position. So right here, he's going to blitz him because he read that. See, he's gonna blitz him because he knows he's stuck. He can't do anything off of that position. So to train Joe Joyce, right, you have to know what he can do. And the funny thing is, when I said you're going into this fight, is people will say, "Oh, what should Joe Joyce do?" And they do this a lot in fights when they start. What should this guy do? And guys say, "Oh, he should move his head. He should do all these things." And it's all these things that maybe physically he's not able to do. It's not something he does in a fight. So to suggest for him to do it is not realistic. If you really wanted to, if the simple answer for anyone is to say, what should this guy do this fight? Oh, he should fight like Floyd Mayweather. Of course, if he was capable of fighting like Floyd Mayweather, everyone should fight like Floyd Mayweather if they're capable. But they're not capable. So that's a ridiculous thing to do, right? But they really trained Joe Joyce as if he was going to fight defensively in a way that he's not capable of doing. And Zhang reads this right here with this one move where he comes up short. Look, he misses, but he says, okay, look, he misses his big right hand. Look where Joe Joyce is. Look where Joe Joyce is. He can't do anything in that position. He's off balance. He's sideways. He's nowhere that he could be a threat. So Zhang says, I'm just going to blitz you then. If you're just going to be in that position, I'm just going to blitz you. And that's what he does. And that's why he's in that position. Because he's fighting in a way that he's not capable of fighting. He's not doing anything that is effective to him. This is a defensive style. Like if he was going to learn how to become some defensive boxer, it wasn't going to happen. Zhang's going to rock him early, before the knockout happens. He's going to rock him with this overhand left right here. Coming straight. He knows the bad position that Joyce is in. He knows that he could, the defensive maneuver, nothing's coming back, so he can just let that go. Look, he's rocked right there. Boom to the body, right? Shot to the body. So now Joyce is right here. He's at a bad position, bad distance for him. So he can't do anything. So now Zhang has put himself where he's all offensive. It reminds me of Star Wars where Obi-Wan says to Anakin, I have the high ground. That's exactly where it is. It's like I have the position that only where the effective offense could come from. That's where Zhang was this whole fight and where Joe Joyce wasn't. This combo was set up earlier. Zhang sees it. Look at bad position by Joyce. Non-threatening position. Bad distance. Look at where Joyce is. Is Joyce going to shoulder roll on that? No. So why would he be in that position? He's not going to shoulder roll on that. He's at the wrong distance. Bad game planning. A lot of times people get, they blame the trainers, right? When it's the fighters that not executing or, the fighters, falls apart mentally or something like that. This is bad game planning. This was a bad day for the corner of the corner of Joe Joyce. Okay. This is he is in a bad position defensively. He's in a bad position distance wise. Look, nothing can come from there. He is too far away. So even when he does try to roll and counter with his right hand, he's too far away. He's too far away. Can't do anything. And this is just a punching bag for Zhang. Easy work for Zhang. Zhang is a lot faster. He'll be trouble for a lot of people. Still has the same problems that he's had going into this fight as far as cardio and all that. None of that was